Well, as we come near the end of what have been 3 long and I hope content-rich days, I have 3 things to say to those of you who have remained with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your ideas, whether that was done from the stage or in conversations on our long and frequent breaks. And thank you for demonstrating your interest in these issues and your willingness to be involved in trying to forge some progress in dealing with them. The program, as you know, has been live streamed, which means it has been recorded, and it will be posted in the next few days. Give our support staff a few days to get the program up, but then you can look for it. As I hope you sensed throughout the program, the steering committee and Laura and I not only wanted to do this program, but we wanted to do it well. And we want to do the next one in ways that are even better. An important step in that direction will come when we reach out to each of you in the relatively near term to get your general reactions, to get a sense of what you think we could have done better, to gauge your interest in future summits, to solicit your ideas for subjects that we might address and speakers we might invite, and most important, to get your ideas for projects that we might begin to tackle as a part of this march toward progress. A lot of great ideas already have been shared. Just in this last session, Laura and I were writing like crazy. But we want to do this in a more organized and comprehensive way so you can begin thinking about what your recommendations to us might be so that we can keep moving forward in the most productive ways possible. You know, it was our goal, I think, at least it was my goal, to move through this 3 days in a way that would provide a well-informed foundation for hope that we really can make a difference. And I think a part of that hope just comes from being together and knowing that we do have this rich array of complementary talent, as David just suggested, that might be blended together in ways that could produce some distinctive contributions. At the same time, I have to say, looking at the presentations both by Fareed Zakaria and Michael Hayden this afternoon, there were some pretty sobering thoughts expressed about the general condition of our society and the directions that it is heading. I think one of the themes that each of them advanced and that we heard again in this last session was that we need to learn to talk to each other more effectively again. And that's not just talking to each other in the sense of talking to those who have the same perspectives on the issues that we do, but expanding the conversation in ways that will generate the kind of ideas and respect that maybe we can pursue together. So again, I thank all of you, and in turning the podium over to my co-conspirator, Laura Ellsworth, I do want to again publicly express my deep thanks to her for the leadership role she played, for the energy that she invested, and for the nothing can stop us attitude that took us through a lot of the hurdles that we faced along the way. Laura?
A few thank yous. It is not possible to thank everybody who had a hand in this. But the first group I want to thank is to join my treasured co-chair in thanking all of you. When I look out here, I still see some of the families of 1027. And it means the world to us that you're here. And we want very much to hear your voices. And so when this solicitation comes out to you for ideas, share them with us. And thank you for suggesting the idea to start with. We also I need to thank my co-chair, Mark Nordenberg. He was my first teacher in law school 40 years ago. He remains a treasured teacher to this day. And it's been a great honor to work with you, Mark. We need to thank our steering committee, just an extraordinary group of people, the Jewish Federation of Greater Pittsburgh, which has been just a partner beyond our wildest dreams and has been so wonderful to work with. More than 100 speakers, almost 100 of whom joined us here in person from around the world to make a real commitment, a real personal commitment. And for those of you who have been here, we want to thank the more than 500 people who were here in person, more than 1,000 who watched us online. We thank you for your time. We thank you for the ideas that you have raised with us in the hallways. Many of you have seen just the unbelievable energy of the speakers and connecting in the halls. And we have a list of what I think will be the working groups that will emanate from this summit, at least some of them. We hope to get additional ideas from those of you who are watching and who participated, and we welcome all ideas. Our plan is to sort through them, identify the number that we think we can achieve, bring these people together in working groups over the next year, and actually move the needle, and be here next year on our feet, accountable to all of you for following through on our commitment to take what happened here in this city of Pittsburgh and to transform that pain into hope, into progress, and into actual change in the field of hate and the fight against hate. And so in closing, I just want to quote one of my favorites, Winston Churchill, who, after one battle that turned out well, it was about 3 days long. And he said, when people were saying, let's celebrate our victory, he said, this is not the end. It's not even the beginning of the end. But it may just be the new beginning. And so for us, for the new beginning that we're having here, this is the end of our 3 days together, but it is just the beginning of the work that we are all going to do here together. So I thank you for being here. I thank you for being what we called at the beginning, our small group of thoughtful, committed people who are committing to change the world. And together, that is precisely what we're going to do. So thank you for being here. We look forward to working with you in the weeks and months and years to come. Thank you.